another draconic response on my shoulder yesterday from my quest in search for other dragons. Um, then I have to remind myself they are still dragons, and sometimes they respond in a negative way. You know what dragons are, my brothers and sisters? They are very territorial beings. Yesterday I wanted to do a ritual actually to search down for other dragons. My dragon by my side don't think that that was a good idea, because dragons, when you are on your dragon's path, you are surrounded by dragons, but not just any dragon. These are the dragons by your side. These are your gods and your guardians and your spirits. These are your angels, you can say. These are your dragon's eye, I can say due to that. A lot in the old times, alchemists tried to, use the dragon's eye actually to discover the secrets of the dragons and eternal life and things like this. But this is something actually that you are born with. You are born with the dragon's eye, and that is actually something that I discovered when I was 18 years old. I was born with something that is being called the dragon's eye, and the dragon's eye is your connection with certain dragons, because there lives something inside of you that is also very much draconic. A lot of people, actually the majority of people, don't know that because they are not born with something like that. But there are many people in this world that are actually born with dragons and dragons by their side, and born with the dragon's eye. So you cannot just awaken and summon the dragon's eye. The dragon's eye is something that you are born with, and something that you can discover for yourself. I discovered this when I was 18 years old, but actually that this is something that goes with you your entire life. That is the reason also why you are loving dragons so much. Loving dragons is not just for nothing. If you say I love dragons and I actually want to be like them, that means that there is something more, my brothers and sisters. There is something more that living inside of you. It's not just human, it's also draconic. But yeah, dragons are very territorial. So you are living amongst your dragon clan, you can say, a dragon clan. And your dragon clan, your dragon group, your dragon eye exists from your guardian by your side, or guardians, there can be several, or the dragon god, or dragon gods, there can also be several, that is inside of your dragon eye, and you are part of that. What I did actually yesterday, I want to know, I want to feel, I want to know everything there is to know about the dragon, call me actually a bit like, annoying, because I want to know everything. And actually my dragon is actually saying all the time, don't do it, we are not like that. Yeah, but I am a human, I'm a human, and I'm curious. And I want to know, I want to feel, I want to experience, I want to know about everything. That was the result of it. That, and this one as well, if you can see it. These stripes. Oh, it's like fire. It's like fire, my brothers and sisters. It's like scratches, like something like, oof, even if I did that. It's like scratches, like someone a dragon was actually pulling my shoulders like this. And that I very much understand this, because there are a lot of brothers and sisters actually that are asking me for blessings, or come to my dragon eye, come to my circle and see what kind of a dragons I have. I'm afraid of that, my brothers and sisters. I don't dare to do this. Last week I've been to a theme park, and this theme park had a lot of animatronic dragons. And I love this theme park. There are a lot of stories from these dragons and things like this. But yeah, there was one dragon with that was doing like before you go on the roller coaster. So very big animatronic of a dragon that was doing like. And my first response was, oh, beautiful dragon, and it was like back, like very animalistic, like, oh. But because the animatronic did a gesture suggesting that she was entering like my territory, like I'm going in, and I said, no, you cannot. It was very natural, a natural behavior that I didn't even knew that I had. um, yeah, a natural behavior of protecting your place, because your environment is everything for a dragon. A dragon sees their home, their environment, everything like this as sacred. You don't touch it. And that is the same thing with your dragon eye, your dragon circle. If another dragon goes inside of it, they are like doing protective behavior. It's like, yeah, you don't see them as humans. They are not humans. They are very much draconic, and draconic means like, and when once I did yesterday, I did a search, a search for other dragons, and my dragon said, "Not a good idea. I know, but I want to know." I could feel another dragon, and I wanted to approach this dragon, but this dragon was not inside of my dragon eye. This dragon eye, it was inside of a different group, another dragon eye, and I wanted to approach this dragon, but bad result. Um, Even to other dragons, even to other spirits, other dragons, other humans, other whatever, you don't invade their home, you don't invade their property. That is why a lot of us love their home. They love to stay home. They love their safe place. The dragons just want to be safe. Dragons just want to be left alone. A lot of dragons just want to be left alone. And I can feel that very much inside of my group, but also inside of myself, and also inside of you guys. You are also, I think, you are also very much protective of your home, of your loved ones, your dragons. You just want to be left alone, and that is very much a draconic behavior, and that is also what I had yesterday. I'm a dragon witch. I need to know. I need to know everything. Ever since I was awakened in 2005, I needed to know everything that there is to know about dragon and dragon behavior and dragon's path and the dragon's eye and the dragon's everything. I needed to know that, so I approach a lot of dragons. So I cannot just go inside of your group and just say bless you. No, oh no, no, I cannot do that. It's up to you. It's up to you. That is why I say this is your path. This is something that you need to do. Your path, your dragons, your soul, your everything. I just cannot go inside. Of course, I've seen other dragon eyes, but that is because they have sended me these spirits, these dragons. I could see them from a distance, and I'm always like, ever since I had things like this, attacks like that. I'm actually very, very on my, I'm very careful of what I'm doing. Even now, I was very careful. I was not approaching like I'm going invade your path. No, I was like very silently going and to approach him. But dragons can be very protective. They are so territorial. You cannot even imagine how territorial they are. Their home is their sacred place. You cannot invade that, even if you have good intentions. Just like this animatronic in this theme park. It's like did a suggestion like I'm going to approach you, and even I love all of the dragons, and I love that animatronic. But the suggestion of this animatronic, and I don't think that humans know that, but the movements were like, I'm going to invade you, and I did a response like, no you don't. But in reality, all of the dragons actually are welcome, but not to my dragons. Not to my dragons. My dragon by my side, actually, when the first time that I invited another dragon inside of my dragon eye, my dragon by my side said, no, no, you will not. And I said, why not? No, you will not. And that is what dragons are. They are something to understand, my brothers and sisters. There are creatures that you cannot compare with dragons. Dragons are so territorial, so something that you don't understand, and that is the reason I needed to understand the behavior of dragons, and I need to understand everything that there is to need to understand about dragons. There is so much that we don't know about them, things that we lost inside of our minds, things that we lost inside of our memory, things that we need to understand, and that is also a part of your dragon's path. You need to understand your dragons. You need to also to understand what lives inside of you, the reason why you are connected with the dragon, and the reason why the dragon is the one that is actually belonging inside of your dragon's eye. You are home with them. This is your dragon's clan. This is your family. This is your group. You are born with them. Uh, you can say them. They are something like very powerful poltergeists that are not attached to a place but attached to you. They wherever you go, they will go. You are home with them. You are home with all of them. So if you want to approach other dragons, then fine, then do so, but be careful, because there is a slight chance because that they will not actually um, like it. They will not like it at all. But that is the thing of a dragon witch, you know. A dragon witch need not only to know their own home, their own circle, but they need to know everything there is to know about dragons. And that is my thing. That is my quest that I want to do. It's a dragon quest that I'm doing here, and I need to know everything there is to know about the dragon. Of course, do I mind that? Of course not, because I understand that behavior. I understand it very much, especially last week once I saw this gesture with this animatronic dragon. Like, I also had this idea of like, don't invade my home, but there is something inside of us that is just screaming the same thing. But there is much more than that. That, dragons need to be understood. They are nothing like humans. Of course, humans can also be very territorial, but not in the least part of like dragons are. Dragons are very much territorial. There are stories of a dragon deep in the woods. No one dares to come to approach the dragon with reason. With reason, my brothers and sisters, because there are two things of a dragon that are sacred. Don't bother them in their home, in your dragon eye or whatever, and don't attack their family, loved ones, and especially not their children. Um, don't do that, because dragons are the ultimate guardians, the ultimate protectors, and humans cannot handle that. Humans cannot handle that there is a creature better than them, and these creatures better than them are dragons. Dragons are better in guardian, in being a parent, being a friend, being connected. Dragons are so much better than any kind of human, and that is also why humans just don't understand if they approach the forest and they approach the dragon, that the dragon will attack. Why not? If you invade your home, if someone goes inside of your home, then you will chase them out, of course. But dragons will do that as well. Very, very, extremely territorial beings, and this is something that lives inside of you. You know, there is so much we need to understand from dragons, and that is what makes this path so interesting.